That's my post-surgery scar from my stomach for my gallbladder. Anytime I got in my vehicle, my seatbelt was on. And at one time, I made the mistake of not putting my seatbelt on. Got in my accident, I paid for it.
Here in MedStar, we do many things, but one of our main focuses is the diagnosis and care of critically injured patients.
We have a trauma surgeon in-house in the hospital 24/7. When you're really badly hurt, a lot of the time it's a matter of seconds to minutes where you have to do certain things to prevent death.
We see injuries from people who aren't wearing their seatbelts all the time.
As a police officer, I've seen far too many cases where an accident was survivable had the occupant worn a seatbelt.
That if you do have a crash or an impact, the seatbelt will keep you in place and it will save your life. If you don't wear the seatbelt, then your chances of hitting the dash or going through the windshield just increases.
It's the driver's side. The morning of the accident, it was mostly just a regular morning, except for I was running about 5–10 minutes behind. Hopped in, didn't pay attention, just took off in the car. It was the middle of December, so it was pretty cold out. Got about a mile down the road. There was a patch of black ice, and I hit the ice, my truck just spun out, went down through the fence, and the truck was flipping. I got ejected out of the driver's side window. When I left, I just forgot to put my seatbelt on.
An unrestrained person inside of a vehicle when a collision occurs essentially becomes a projectile inside of the car. So if the vehicle's traveling 55 miles an hour and you strike a stationary object, your body continues to travel at that same speed and collides with other objects, either inside or outside of the car.
When I opened my eyes, I could just see my car in front of me. A tremendous amount of pain. I was in a coma for close to 3 months. Most of my left lung had to be removed, and the infection spread to my right lung, so altogether it only left 30% of my lungs left.
I think the hardest thing that we have to do as a trauma surgeon is to talk to a family member and tell them that their loved one has been injured or killed. And it is even more difficult when that injury could have been prevented just by wearing a seatbelt.
You know, with the seatbelt, it takes 2 seconds to put it on, and it could just save your life.
We're all working towards zero deaths in DC.
Because every life counts.